Okay, so I'm going to try this again. So let's pick back up where we left off at functional needs. We had talked about food being one of our most basic functional needs that we obviously have to survive. We talked about cars. Here in America, especially in our area, cars are really a functional need, something that we need to be in order to live. So let's look at emotional needs. And if you are looking at the PowerPoint, you can see my graphic there. It says, do you really need it or do you just want it? So some examples of emotional needs. Going to a theme park, playing golf. Those things do not typically qualify as functional needs. They're activities that people participate in order to satisfy an emotional craving for adventure, for fun, some sort of social involvement or interaction, or just pleasure in general. Many advertisers try to use emotional appeals when connecting with buyers with either needs or wants. Two buyers could shop for the same product and one may need it while the other wants it. One car buyer may need a car to drive to work, like you and I. And another may want a higher-end luxury vehicle to meet an emotional desire for status. So that would be a difference. Let's define a need in this way. A need is the difference between a desired state of being and an actual state of being. So if you take that desired state of being and subtract it from that actual state of being, you get a need. So let's look at a want. Let's define it as this way. How one goes about satisfying a need. So if we're trying to classify these needs, do you think that all needs are of equal importance? If you said no, you're right. How do we know what needs are more important than others? You guys have probably seen the Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs before. If you look at watch out, Polly. If you look at the slides, number 25, you see self-actualization at the top, and then esteem, love or belonging, safety, and psychological. Come here, Paul. A bone. Take a bone. So if we look at the psychological, that's our breathing. Obviously, we have to be able to breathe to survive. We look at food, water. In this particular model, they actually include sex, sleep, things of that nature. Safety would be security of body, of employment, of resources, of morality, of the family, of health, of property. So these are the things that we need to make us feel safe. And that really sometimes can be something physical, or it could be more of an emotional connection. And that leads us into the next one, which is love or belonging. We need friendship. We need family. We may need that sexual intimacy. If we look at esteem, self-esteem, confidence, achievement, respect of others, respect by others, those are things that boost our self-esteem. And then we have self-actualization. That's morality, creativity, spontaneity, problem solving, lack of prejudice, acceptance of facts. those obviously are not, those are at the top of the pyramid. And the way that Maslow's hierarchy of needs works is we need the things at the bottom, and that physiological, I think I said psychological earlier, but it's physiological, at the bottom. We need, those are the most basic needs that we have. And then once we have that, then we start building upon the others. Those are our needs as human beings. Just a little bit of a hint, and I've got this on the slide. On the final exam, you will see at least one question about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You must be able to put them in the correct order. So let's go through those. The first is the physiological need. The second one is safety needs. Third is the social belonging, love needs. It's that need for affection, that need for a sense of being. Esteem needs. That's the need for respect, for prestige, for recognition. For example, I am working on my doctorate, and I am working very hard, just as you guys are working very hard on your degrees. And when you finish that, you want that recognition. That's why we have that graduation ceremony, so that you can walk across the stage and the university can recognize you as completing a degree from Murray State University. Prestige. It may be something at work. Maybe you get a promotion. Maybe you have a new title. Some of those things, and not everybody, but some of those things are important to some individuals, and not that it's a bad thing. Once I complete my doctorate, I'm sure that introducing myself to students and my classes, and working on various assignments, it will be Dr. Elder. That is a prestige thing, and that is something that is important to me. So, our next one is self-actualization. That is morality, creative, problem-solving, acceptance of facts. Maslow arranged the needs in a hierarchy. That's why it's called the hierarchy of needs. Because the upper needs... I'm sorry.